Hi. So, okay, a couple of the next several videos might look a little bit different as I'm remodeling the room and changing things around and painting the walls, except this one spot I forgot to patch up, so it's like some weird white, let's just call them clouds, if you will. Nonetheless, the videos are going to come out. I've got tons of videos that you're going to kind of see this format on my iPhone. I know it would look so much better on a better camera, like the one right there that's looking at me, but just to keep it simple, we're gonna have it like this. And yes, my voice sounds a little bit like a Muppet. I've been very, very sick. Me and my wife was pretty sick on Christmas Day. We're finally getting better. But nonetheless, I thought it would be a cool video today to talk about how You Are a Soul got started. Because that is, out of all the bands, the first one that got started. So, You Are a Soul started in 2015 with a demo album, really bad demos, uploaded to Bandcamp, which I will post a link of that in the description below. Those demos are not on streaming services. I thought about remastering them, redoing them, but anywho, You Are a Soul started in 2015. And in 2015, I was not playing with anybody in a band. I was in a couple bands, but left those to focus on school and other things that kept me from doing much work, like music work with other people. So I thought, okay, how can I make music just me with just, like, I can't sing worth anything. But at the time, I could play guitar, and I had a iMac with Logic Pro on it that I just got. So I thought, okay, let me look up online. And I remember the night vividly. I was laying in bed. I was living in a tiny house at the time. I was about to lay into bed, and I was laying in bed, and I was typing instrumental music guitar, or something along those lines, because I wanted to make music, but I knew that I could not sing. So I'm like, surely there's like something out there that I can make. And I discovered post-rock. And the first post-rock band that I found was a band called Motionless with a song called She Got Lost in the Observatory. The video I found was just a cool graphic of like this person like walking in the snow. It was like a very artsy photo of a woman in the snow walking. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I clicked on it, and the song was awesome. It was all instrumental. I had like an electric keyboard in it. I thought that was really cool. But that was my first introduction to post-rock, which then after that, I found bands like This Will Destroy You, Russian Circles, God is an Astronaut, Caspian, Mono, Mogwai, all those great bands, Explosions in the Sky, and I'm like, okay, I really like this. It just started from there. Now, early on, You Are a Soul was a lot heavier. A lot heavier. Actually, the first official You Are a Soul album was, I think, in drop G, on a baritone guitar. The album North, I believe. Yeah, those songs are in drop G. The first song I remembered writing in drop G was Soul. But anyway, I did that first demo. I think it was like drop C on that one. And then the first couple albums was heavier, North and South. And then after that, I did Winter, which was my attempt with more of a softer post-rock project with everything in a major key. And ever since then, I've kind of went back and forth. Lately, it's been more ambient, more clean stuff. Every now and again, I'll do some heavy stuff. Actually, You Are a Soul was not even its first name. How I got the name, I kind of stole the idea from the band Silent Planet. It was a metalcore band. They used their band name from a quote from C.S. Lewis. And C.S. Lewis says something along the line of You Are a Soul. And I'm like, that's cool. I can use that. And that's how I got the name. So, You Are a Soul, it went from heavy to chill to it's more ambient now. Where does it go from here? I don't know. I've got a couple ideas where I would like for it to go. But right now, it's very ambient, soundscape, pad textures, melodies type stuff right now, currently. A lot like, really inspired by Hammock. Love Hammock. I think what I've learned from the history of starting You Are a Soul is, because my biggest thing always was I was so upset that I was not able to sing. I've took singing lessons, and even when it just didn't work, I could tell that I was getting nowhere with the singing coach. I even switched to piano because I'm like, okay, I just don't have a singing voice. Just the tone, and in my head, it's not coming out what's out of my mouth. You play the cards you're dealt, in a way, I would say. And I think with You Are a Soul, I played the cards that I was dealt. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing when you play the cards you are dealt. You make the best with what you got, and I feel like I've made the best with what I got, and I've had fun with it. Because I have found a avenue with the cards that I'm dealt that is what I'm passionate about. And I think that's a testament to anyone who's wanting to make music but you're hindered by something, is find a way with the cards that you were dealt to have fun with it, to make it very enjoyable. Because I feel like you can make anything enjoyable with whatever cards you were dealt. I mean, sure, it could be a mentality type of thing, but nonetheless, it's to find the joy in those cards you were dealt. Because with You Are a Soul, it was just me. I did all the instruments, no vocals, but I wanted to make songs. Now, albeit back in the day, the mixing and mastering was horrible, but I mean, I've learned over time, and that happens with everyone. You learn over time how to make it better over time. That's kind of the story of You Are a Soul. I've tried to do some like weird shoegazy vocals on a couple of songs. There was a stretch where I only released singles, and I kind of regret that because, one, they don't sound good, but I think it just works better. It's a better and easier process of writing songs with You Are a Soul when it's instrumental. I mean, some projects just call for that, and you are still able to portray a meaning and a story just with instruments, because you have a couple things. It challenges you to have very unique titles, and two, you can kind of make a soundtrack to a scene that you're trying to portray. I hope that kind of makes sense. So that is kind of the story how You Are a Soul started. Would I ever do live shows? I'm hoping to very soon. I got to get the right setup, but the goal is soon. A lot of this more ambient stuff that I could just do solo gigs with You Are a Soul. I know a lot of people have asked for me to do that. Hopefully soon I can do that. And I think at this point, You Are a Soul is at 20 albums. I would say 20 albums and a couple EPs and singles. Oh, and there's one part in You Are a Soul where I had another project called 164. I don't remember what that number was meaning. So, and that was only strictly like just pure noise, which evolved into more ambient stuff. I decided to mold the two together, and there is the Apocryphy series on You Are a Soul, which is majority noise or soundscape stuff. 100 songs. Apocrypha 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each one has 25 songs. That was a cool challenge, because that Apocrypha series, it took about a year to record all 100 songs. And some of them are just simple. It wasn't really, I would say, like, okay, I'm going to play the keyboards and these chords and add reverb to it. A lot of them was like, okay, here's this weird piece of audio I have. I'm going to edit the crap out of it, add reverb, but other effects to make it more interesting. That's what the Apocrypha series, even though a lot of the songs just like kind of drone on and it's a little boring, it was a lot of fun to make because it was forced me to think outside the box of like, how can I make this cool? Last thing I'm going to show you, and then the video will be over, is the guitar that started it all on You Are a Soul. So wait 1 second. It was this Squire baritone Jazzmaster. It's not in tune, needs worked on. It was this thing in drop G of the first You Are a Soul. Yes, there's a bag of Dorito chips behind me, don't judge. This was the first one that started the You Are a Soul project north. I'm excited to see where You Are a Soul goes because it's the longest running project. It's the oldest one. It's the first one. Yeah, it's my favorite. I can't help it. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video, this little history lesson on You Are a Soul. Please do like, subscribe. We go live every night and play some awesome metal riffs. So if there's anything you get out of this video is make music with the cards you are dealt and find joy in that. Because sometimes it's hard to find people to play the genre that you find really cool. And sometimes you got to take it into your own hands. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. And in the meantime, stay safe. God bless. And my hat is awesome.